built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. We have a great episode for y'all today. As y'all know, week 18 is over. We are going into the playoffs, but Black Monday happened. There's a lot of stuff going on at the same time. I feel like these coaching situations is taking over the playoffs, at least for right now until Saturday or maybe Friday. But as y'all can see, I got my bro with me. It's been a week, a full week since me and my bro been on the same, well, more than that. It's been a while since me and Tomo been on at the same time. You know, Mr. You Done Son, Cowboys fan. Hey, both our teams made some moves this week. Today, I should say that this week. Today, both our teams made some moves. I know you're excited, but how you doing?
Man, you know, I'm doing good. Especially when you hear that your owner's talking about 10 to 12 days before they make a decision. And then I guess he meant 10 to 12 hours because he got them out of there. I'm happy, Joe. I can't even tell you. I don't even know where to start. I would say I don't know where to stop, but our defense ain't do that all year. So all I'm saying is I'm here. We're going to talk about some of these coaching vacancies, but we also got to talk about that Sunday night game. I mean, you seen the panel. You seen the belts. You seen the laundry. There's so much happened on that last panel, Joe. We got to talk about it, man. How you?
Hey, as bad as your defense was, ours was worse. All right. See, Cliff Kingsbury, we parted ways. We came to an agreement that they both made a decision to go away. Joe Witt, you gone. You getting fired. That's what happened with us. All right. But I'm good, though. But go ahead and take over. I know Dave not here, so you can feel, what Dave normally do, man.
Do me a favor, please.
Oh, that was for Joe Witt. My bad. That was for Joe Witt.
Get out of here.
Turn me up.
We are streaming this on 4 different platforms, y'all. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. So make sure whatever platform you're watching this on, you like the video. And subscribe and follow to all of our social media platforms. We are putting content out for y'all on a daily. You can follow us everywhere at Refuse to Lose Sports, except for X and Twitch. You can follow us there at R2L Sports. And share this episode with somebody so they could come on and watch this show live with you, because you could be involved in the show by being in the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. Shout out to my boy Blaze. First comment. Shout out to him for being here first. Shout out to Big O, Cowboy fan. We here at the going away party. I like that. All right. Shout out to you. All right, for being here. Appreciate you for being here. Pokemon lover. Shout out to my boy Cav.
Had to make sure that picture was straight.
Yeah, he does. Y'all need Cliff, in my opinion, unless you end up with McDaniels or Mike LaFleur. Cav, remember what I said about Mike LaFleur when R2L first started? I don't know if you remember. You was on the show with me when I did that, I think. So, yeah, I don't know. Do you remember that, Tomo? I had a whole segment about that.
I don't remember exactly where you were going with that, but I know when we talk about the Commanders, I got to write that down because I got to remember what you just said, because that's one of the mics. I'd rather you have LaFleur than McDaniels.
No, we need McDaniel.
Nah, not with Bill.
We need McDaniel.
Nah, I'm good. Bill gonna get 2,000 yards.
Malafo ain't going nowhere, Cam. What are you talking about?
You sure?
You think he's gonna get fired?
They go one and done. He might be out of there, Joe.
Let them be out of there. That's cool with me. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't think that's gonna happen. But last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Kick back and relax. Tomo, floor is yours.
My man said Gannon wouldn't dare. Gannon about to take a vacation.
Yeah,
But
Gannon's out. Gannon.
not for real. Gannon. They got rid of Gannon and somebody else, which they would have had a cannon of a leg on Sunday night. Now, if you have music on, you could put it in shuffle. Sometimes if it's your favorite song, you could put it in a loop. But if you in Baltimore right now, the only thing you got in a loop is that that Harbaugh is gone. Some people may be upset about it. Some people may be happy about it. But loop still has answers. Sunday night, AFC North is on the line. Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson. When you think about a matchup like that, you probably like, well, Aaron Rodgers is too old to go out there and compete with Lamar. Zay Flowers was making plays. Likely. Wasn't too likely of what happened the way that game ended. But Steelers won 26-20, 26-24, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
The Steelers fans are going crazy. I think a super chat may be in our future. I'm not saying who it's coming from, but I think a super chat may be in our future.
Yeah, exactly.
When you watch that game, yep. I'm sorry. But when you, my bad, Coprez. Thanks, Kev. When you watch that game, Joe, I know you said if the Ravens don't turn the ball over, you said this in the comments, they should be able to win it. You didn't think it would come down to a field goal. What happened, Joe? What happened?
What a way to lose a game. My heart goes out to Lamar Jackson, man. We talking about 2 years in a row when you did everything you can to get y'all in position to win the game or tie last year. And then we talking about stuff that we don't see in these moments happen. Like people say, oh, it was a 44-yard field goal. He would have missed if it was 24 yards. It went wide right. If it was 4 yards, he would have missed, Tomo. It was a bad kick, period. So, talking about the game, the Ravens came out blazing. They came out, they scored first. They first play of the game, they ran with Derrick Henry and got a chunk of yards, but it was a terrible penalty call. But they had the momentum early. They got the touchdown. Then they get the stop against the Steelers. And the Steelers, get a stop on the Ravens. But then the Steelers try to go for it on a short field. They didn't get it. Gave the Ravens a short field, and they got a field goal. Then it was 10-0. What switch was the drive before halftime when the Steelers drove all the way downfield and they didn't get points. They went for it on fourth down. Well, they should have did a tush push. I don't know why they do that. Since from that driving on, the Ravens couldn't stop them defensively. I thought about it. I was like, yo, Kyle Hamilton did make a difference, right? Since Kyle Hamilton got hurt, they couldn't stop him. I thought about it. I'm like, they couldn't stop him before he got hurt. But Kyle Hamilton was a big part of the reason why the Steelers was doing so well. Aaron Rodgers was picking them apart. His brain was loud in that game. Like his pre-snap conversation with the team, all that stuff mattered. Like you can see like there's a difference between him and other quarterbacks. Like what he does pre-snap. So he was like screening them up, quick passing them up. Like he was just diagnosing what they were doing and he was executing. They were converting on third down. The running game was going crazy. They couldn't stop the run. The Ravens defense just collapsed. But then it turned into a shootout last minute. We're talking about Lamar breaks a sack. Two people breaks a tackle and throws a touchdown. And then Aaron Rodgers comes right back down and score a touchdown. And then Lamar comes back and score a touchdown. Then Aaron Rodgers, I'm like, this is a game we need. And this is why I feel bad for Lamar. Lamar did all that in the fourth quarter, Tomo. Then on the last drive, he gets a first down and a penalty, illegal formation. Okay, I'm going to come back. And then it's fourth down. He throws a dime and a great catch by Isaiah Likely. That was Mark Andrews who would have dropped it, though. But he threw to Isaiah Likely. And then he caught it. And then we're talking about a field goal to win because Chris Boswell, who had just missed an extra. I mean, we were talking about the theaters, the theatrics of this game is crazy. Chris Boswell, who haven't missed an extra point in 5 years. missed the extra point in this moment. Now, Javon made a point to me on the phone. He said, if I was a Ravens, that last play when they just moved to the side to get him in his lineup, he said, I would have ran it with Derrick Henry. You got to realize he's a rookie, and Chris Boswell just missed. You know that's messing with that kid's mind, man. You know that's messing with him. So instead, they lost a couple of more yards. Well, no, Joe, that
was
it was a block. Oh, it was blocked. Okay, my bad. Oh, okay.
I was letting you cook, and I was going to say that after, but yeah,
it was blocked. Shout out to y'all. You know, but so and then he missed the field goal, and then it's like Lamar in the press conference, same like last year, he was just shocked. Right, I can't believe like what just happened. You know, so shout out to the Steelers for getting the win. Shout out to Aaron Rodgers. Javon been telling y'all, Aaron Rodgers is a difference maker compared to the other quarterbacks. If they would have had any of those quarterbacks in the past, the Ravens would have won that game. I gotta say that A-Rod, with less talent offensively, outplayed Lamar Jackson that game. He outplayed him. Lamar just had a good quarter, but Aaron Rodgers, I feel like throughout the game, he outplayed him.
Joe, Aaron Rodgers like 50 years old, Joe. Aaron Rodgers been to the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers been in playoff games. He's been one and done in quite a few playoff games. Ooh. So, if Aaron Rodgers wore the number 4 and he was in Dallas, and yes, I'm gonna have one of these moments, what you expect a vet to do? That's what you're supposed to do in the big moment, right? You're supposed to show up. Now, the one thing I did like about what Aaron Rodgers did was when they had the miscommunication in the helmet, I guess the mic cut off, and he went over, he called the timeout, he went straight to Arthur and was like, hey man, what are you doing? I can't hear you. And then it happened again. He's like, I can't hear you. So the vet, that's when it showed the vet right there. But I'm also want to spin it because Mike Tomlin did his whole little LeBron thing after the game, and then he kissed the Ravens goodbye. He was having so much fun there, right? I'm like, sir, didn't you reach your quota? This is the 10 games, right? Because if they would have lost, it would have been ugly. I think everything that the Ravens are going through right now as far as cleaning the house, it would have been the same thing on the Steelers side. But I do want to give the Steelers their props because, again, without DK, and then I don't like the Packers. We all know why I don't like the Packers. I don't like Aaron Rodgers because he played for the Packers, but I'm not going to be a hater on air today and say, I'm not going to say he outplayed Lamar, but he showed why he is a vet because you have in those moments, that's what you need to do, especially that big play to Calvin Austin when Cheeto bit on the double move and then he just took off. I said, what a way. And shout out to AJ because he made this comparison. Make sure y'all go like the reels on R2L Sports, man. Make sure y'all do that because he said the Ravens are somewhat like the Cowboys. Starting to think they're like the Cowboys when they lose in crazy ways. You know, Cheeto got drafted by the Cowboys, right? You know, Cheeto played on the Bengals, right? So many things you start thinking about a player when they mess up in the game. And once he slipped on that play, all I could think about was Trayvon Diggs early in the year when we played against the Bears. And it was just like, man, you don't need that to happen there. But the other thing that I do agree with, and shout out to Carl for agreeing with us as well, is on that last play, I'm like, if Lamar is going to set them up for the field goal, I think you might have came off better with a run with Derrick Henry, the way you all were being aggressive in that game. Because that pass to Likely was an aggressive throw. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I thought it was a pick at one point, and then I seen Likely come up. I said, bruh, y'all got to pay him. And I know Mark Andrews was somewhere like, yeah, I probably would have sold it too. But I'm glad you caught that one because Likely just showed what he's capable of. I would say Zay Flowers made big plays in that one as well. And then Lamar was playing with remember everybody said he quit on the team, something about he going through the back injury. But for him to go out there and play the way that he did, and they still are finding ways to blame him. It's like, man, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. It's like, man, what is going on here? What more can you ask for him? But hats off to the Steelers for, I knew Vaughn was going to pop up. Hats off to the Steelers for showing up when they needed to show up because, look, Joe, stop putting these comments up here, man. These people, man, they are so distracting right now. But shout out to the Steelers for showing up when they had to because once that game turned into a shootout, a lot of people were starting to think that it was going to go in the Ravens' favor. Well, I would say I did. I didn't think that. Well, of course, Aaron Rodgers has done it before, but he didn't have the same weapons. Like if DK was out there, I could see 4 seconds and one of them Hail Marys happening like he did when he was over in Green Bay. But
Twice.
for Lamar to bring the ball down, put you in the position to win the game, and then they sell him again. My bad, Lamar. It sucks that it had to be you, bro. But now the Steelers gotta ramp up because they talked to DK in the locker room. It's the playoffs now. Steelers.
Yeah.
And I see Vaughn in the comments. I got one more thing. I see Vaughn in the comments. Y'all made the playoffs. George Pickens will be there next year.
Beware.
In the playoffs.
Oh. They talking about the Steelers.
Yeah, because he said he wants to see George Pickens in a playoff game.
I thought you talking about Pittsburgh. He'll be there. He said,
Oh, he ain't going back. He ain't going nowhere.
I'm about to say, but I do want to address this, Carl. What Carl said. All right. When I say he outplayed Lamar Jackson, this is what I mean. Did Lamar Jackson play bad? No. But Aaron Rodgers ran that offense so well, I felt like, compared to like Aaron Rodgers' control over the offense was more than Lamar Jackson. So like just watching the game at eye test, the responsibility he had in that game compared to what Lamar had was higher. He had a bigger responsibility in that game than Lamar did, and he executed. He was a coach on the field. Literally, what he was paying man them boys, boy. He's out there calling his own stuff. So that's fine. But that's why I feel like he outplayed him in that game. And he didn't have his top two receiving weapons.
You said A-Rod read the defense like a book. I mean,
he got a Steelers fan. All right.
I told you it's gonna show up. I told you. But I can't agree too much with the outplay. But if you're going off of your definition of what he showed and displayed in that game, I wouldn't expect none the less from Aaron Rodgers. So that's probably why I'm looking at it like I've seen him do this before. You watch the playoff games. You seen it. Dude, bro, I can't stand him, bro.
Hey, shout out to you. You know, I like Tyler Shock. I ain't gonna lie. Tyler Shock, I like him, Tomo.
So do Kellen.
I'm telling you, bro, like he's going on me. He's gonna be one of my guys. I'm calling him right now.
So you gonna draft him next year?
You know he's my starting QB when I whooped on AJ for the championship, right? Sorry, AJ, not whoop on you, but it was a Tyler Shock was my starter. I went and got him.
I don't want to sing the song, so I'm gonna go to the next topic. But that's crazy. With that being said, he said, what'd he say? It says the Saints next year. Okay, well, I think the Jags is thinking about that right now because we all thought it was going to be a running joke. Duval. And they've been balling, y'all. They found a way to win the AFC South. I really thought that the Texans was going to find a way to do that. Hey, my man. Coach going to the Super Bowl, right? That's what they told me. They said the coach going to the Super Bowl. They told me, man, ain't nobody going to stop this run. And Daniel Jones. Get well soon, Daniel Jones. Then y'all want to got Phillip Rivers. You should have went and got a better quarterback. Then, man, it probably would have helped you win some more games. Phillip Rivers out there telling people, looking like Aaron Rodgers, but the Temu version. Jaguars crushed the Titans 41-7. Ooh, that's bad. The Titans is going through it right now.
But Ken Ward got hurt, though.
I know a Titans fan.
He scored on the first drive and got hurt. I felt bad for that boy.
I felt bad for him all season. Titans was not prepared to win any games this year, but the Jaguars. See, there you go, the Jaguars. And what are they? 13-4. I fell into that one, but they clinched the division. New head coach, Trevor Lawrence. A lot of people talk about this offense on this one, Joe, but I think the defense showing up in many a games and many a ways helped this team to get to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me ask you one question, and we can circle back because them winning the division was a shocker to me. Probably seemed like second or third, but then the coach run that they went on. How far you think this Jags team go in the playoffs?
Man, they got a shot to go to the Super Bowl.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I think the ALC is wide open, and the brothers this year is wide open. The only team in the AFC I can see not going far, I don't know. I think I don't know, bro. Like the Texans and the Steelers, those two teams are the teams that they're gonna have to. I don't know. Like those are the teams that if they get there, it's gonna have to be like they're gonna have to get some momentum and good run. But I feel like the other teams are legitimately good enough to beat anybody else in the AFC. I think it's wide open.
I'm with you on. I think this whole playoffs is wide open. Like the only team, and I know this is gonna be music to their ears, but the only team, because they are the defending champs, that people will have money on is the Eagles. If you if you just look at the playoff run that they've been on, like of course I know we're talking about the AFC for real, but if you just look at what's going on in the NFC, it's a few unproven teams there outside of the 49ers. But if you go back to the AFC,
they all unproven except for the Bills.
That's what I'm saying. So this is really Josh Allen's moment. You have no Lamar. You have no. Josh got to get it done. FJA.
No, this what Aaron. Okay. More pressure.
I'm just saying, okay. FJA, this is our moment right here. There's no excuses because, like you said, the way to piggyback on where you was going, the way Aaron Rodgers has played in that last game, that shows you what he can do once he gets in the playoffs. But again, the Texans defense may show up and they may get a little bit more pressure to him. That might get once you start rattling, once you hit a quarterback a few more times, things change with the way they read. But the Jaguars, y'all could do me a favor.
Look, he must be an FJA member. They played the Bills, and he said no. He said no.
No, he is a Jaguars fan.
Yeah, he said no Lamar, no Burrow, no Mahomes, we good. He ain't worried about Josh Allen. And they actually played Josh Allen.
The way that defense been looking, the last time we seen Trevor Lawrence in a playoff game, that's the only thing you can go back to. But I think with this new coach, what we got here? Okay. Shout out to Teddy, man, being a member for 28 months. What's up, fellas? Shout out to R2L. Hashtag do your job. Hashtag Drake May.
He not there no more, Teddy.
Hey, they probably still got it on the locker room somewhere.
Mike Vrabel probably got it.
He probably still say the same thing. He wear a vest instead of the sleeveless hoodie, but
I know, right?
This game in Buffalo, right?
Yeah. No, it's in Jacksonville. It's in Duval.
Oh, yeah, they won the division. No, you're right. All right, so now Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence, like I said, the last time we seen him in a playoff game, this is right here where it can make or break if the speculations about Trevor Lawrence is right. Because remember, he was always knocked in. He was always added to the top 10. He was also the other quarterback on the flip side of, what's our boy name out there? Jay Herbo. Remember, it was Jay Herbo or Trevor Lawrence. They always wanted them to be the face of the league. So now here you go. And how did Josh Allen make his name? How did he get crowned as one of the best quarterbacks in the league? He went up against Mahomes. They went back and forth. The game went into overtime. And ever since that day, all I've been hearing is Josh Allen this, Josh Allen that. Trevor Lawrence, you go out there and you make your name. You could maybe knock Burrow off of his pedestal because he going home and watching movies right now. Second year in a row. So there you go.
Nah, for real. But shout out to the Jacksonville Jaguars. First time they won the division since 2022. Shout out to them. 4-13 last year, Tomo. 4-13 and just switched it. 13-4. All right, a 9-game turnaround. So they brought it this year. The things I think that changed from last year to this year, number one, who's a Coach of the Year candidate, Liam Cohen. He came in there and changed everything for them. Like the offense looks better, the defense playing better. He has a winning culture. I remember early in the year, he got on Trevor Lawrence. I forgot which Trevor Lawrence. They did something, and he yelled at him on the sideline, and people made a big deal out of it. But he was setting the standard. He had a standard, and he was setting it. So Liam Cohen replacing Doug Peterson was the best thing they could have done. Shout out to Philly Ties, right? Secondly, last year, I feel like this year the run game has been better. Travis Etienne last year in 15 games, he had 558 yards in 15 games. Now he was sharing carries, but he was averaging 3.7 yards per carry. This year, he got over 1,000 again, 1,100, 4.3 yards per carry. Plus, Trevor Lawrence has used his legs more. He had only over 100 yards last year. This year, over 300 yards in rushing. So he's been using his legs more. making that a threat in this game. That's that. Number 3, the defense, like you said, Tomo. They are opportunistic. This defense last year, do you know they were the worst in the league in takeaways? The worst. This year, Tomo, they're second. They're second in takeaways behind the Chicago Bears. So that's a big difference. And not only they take the ball away, they score points. I remember the 49ers game. They scored 17 points on turnovers against the 49ers. So like they get turnovers and they capitalize on these turnovers. And last but not least, they don't turn the ball over as much. They're not great at it. They like last year they were 24th in giveaways. This year they're 13th. So you just see the difference. Trevor Lawrence, last thing I'm gonna say about them. Trevor Lawrence, when you watch the Jaguars play, he has a lot more command in the offense. A lot more. I first saw that when they played the Chiefs, and his communication pre-snap, I'm like, dang, okay, Trevor Lawrence, looking like a bet out there, like, controlling everything. So he has way more command in the offense. You can tell that Liam Cohen is like is bringing his leadership down in Trevor Lawrence versus his other coaches doing that. So shout out to the Jaguars, well deserved. I'm so glad we talked about them because we don't talk about the Jaguars a lot, but they deserve to be talked about because they balling.
And one more thing, when you said the coach bringing in that breath of fresh air, that 49ers game, they didn't just also score 17 points. Remember what he did to Robert Saleh after that game too. He showed his team. He was like, hey, man, they're not about to keep playing with us out here. Remember they had that confrontation.
Yeah.
He walked up on him. He was like, nah. And also bringing in a young guy like Travis Hunter, young, rejuvenated. He like, all right, it's a whole new wave. Again, they brought in some more dogs to bolster up that defense. So again, you bring a new head coach with the Duval. I know he said it wrong, but that right there set the tipping point for the season. And then, like I said, having Travis Hunter around probably was like, hey man, let's win some games because he just want to have fun. I think he just came from Colorado, so all of that, he bringing in that fresh energy versus you bringing in another rookie who probably is competing for a spot. He already know he got his, so he's like, I'm just here to have fun and play football. Yeah. So I think he brought a little bit of that Colorado energy over there too.
For real. And he's still doing it probably when not be on the field. He just got energy. Him and Trevor Lawrence in the commercials together and all that stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Jaguars. They balling.
They did the right thing. And shout out to that comment too, because he said, look at the Patriots. So,
yeah, they definitely turned things around. I mean, the whole AOC, man, they got all coach of the year candidates over there.
What a difference a coach can make, man. You seen it last year, right?
Yeah, I did. I'm going to see it again this year too. Next year.
I don't know, man. We're going to talk about y'all a little later. Somebody upset that he gone. That's all I'm saying. You ain't see that? JD was upset.
Oh, you talking about that? Oh, okay. Yeah. But
ain't no defensive players, man. They like he can go.
we gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Yeah. But it was time.
Yeah. All right. Where the music at, man? Where it's at? We got that. We can also
emotional damage.
All right, so
and you lied.
Hey, where's that? You right. Where's that? Oh nah, this is the one. They probably sitting somewhere saying, well, I just had it.
Accusation. False. Accusation.
You got that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We can literally play every sound here before this next topic, Joe. Joe, you pointed it out. If you want your team to make the playoffs, just watch the preseason preview. And whatever team I rag on the most, that's going to be the one to make the playoffs. Last year was the Broncos. They made the playoffs last year, and look at the Broncos this year, just out here whooping up on people, winning close games. Yeah, I said people. All right, winning close games. Bo knows. Bo ain't throwing picks the way he's supposed to. It's just insane. The Walmart prices with the Broncos have rolled back. North Carolina, come on and raise up. Take your shirt off. Sit around your head like a helicopter. Yay. All right, let me stop. I said the Panthers was going to be one of the worst teams in this division, and they won the South.
And they beat y'all too.
And all right, Joe, with the ad libs, with the ad libs, man. Panthers clinched 8-9 because the Falcons found a way to win a game. And I know Baker was watching that game from his couch. I know Trent was watching that game as well, saying, we got him. And then boom, it's over. Season's done. Another one for the books. Meanwhile, another head coach with a lot to prove, with a good free agency and a good draft, you make things go the way they want to. Kev, Bryce Young. That's all I'm gonna say. Cowboy fans, Rico Dowdle. That's all I'm gonna say. Cowboy fans again, Tack McMillan. I mean, I ain't mad at our right guard, but Tack McMillan was right there. But we ended up with George Pickens because of that. Panthers have found a way to win the division. Again, 8-9 with a 3-way tiebreaker. This was one of the craziest Sundays ever. And they found a way to do it. I want to give them a hats off.
Appreciate you, Mike.
Appreciate that. But I do want y'all to know it's over after this. I'm sorry.
Oh.
They won and done. Joe. They going up against the Rams. I know they got a home game. I know they're going to want to run the ball the way they want to, but they done, son. So enjoy the caps, enjoy the T-shirts, but pack it up. The Rams is going to send y'all back. Y'all ain't even got to get on the planes. So just warm the cars up, hit the remote starts. It's over. And you can clip it up, because if I'm wrong, I'll come back on here and say, next week you're going to lose then until you win again. But right now, great season. Hats off to y'all. I like the improvement. I like the way the NFC South is going to shape out because, again, what you said about the Saints, they got a lot of turnaround. We definitely going to talk about the coaches that got removed, so the Falcons got a lot of questions. But this team here, they're building. They got 2 running back. They got 2 dogs back there because if Rico Dowdle can run for 200 yards 2 weeks in a row, who knows what's going to happen going into the offseason. They're going to boast up some more things, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. But I think it's over for them after this one.
It's another team you could throw in there too, but it happened in the same year. The Bears. And they beat y'all too. They beat y'all. That's crazy. All the teams that you. Oh man, I told you.
Matt Eberflus. Joe, finish the topic, Joe. I got so much to say when we get to the Cowboys, man.
All right, so shout out to the Panthers, man, for winning. Oh, we got a super chat. Okay. Oh, there it is. Hold up. What?
Hold up. Told you. Shout out to Dimitri with the $4.99. I know Carlson would type in as fast as he can. Shout out to Dimitri with the $4.99 super chat. He said, I don't know if I might be late, but still is to the bowl.
He been consistent.
And he been putting his money where his mouth is, and they've been
for real.
So
he's been consistent, saying that consistently. Shout out to Dimitri for the super chat. The Panthers, I'm congratulating them because they won the division. But they only won the division for 2 reasons. Because the Falcons won. And they are in the worst division in football, bro. Like, they are 8-9. 8-9, and they won the division. Tomo, what was your record?
7-9-1.
Oh, dang. I saw a post weeks ago that said the Cowboys are going to slip up and find a way to still be 500 and go 8-1. And y'all didn't do that. Dang, that's crazy. I thought I'm tripping. Y'all did lose to
We're celebrating.
Huh? He said,
I know he's happy somewhere.
Bro, he got a coaching interview with the Titans. Jason Garrett, bro. That's crazy. I saw that. I was like, what? Anyways, back to the Panthers. But the Panthers, they're 8-9 in the worst division in football. But the Panthers have made some improvements. They were 5-12 last year, 8-9 this year. All right. But I think the 2 major differences are these. Number one, we saw Bryce Young ascending last year. We saw that, right? We saw him the second half when he got benched and he came back. He started balling, right? We saw that. Okay, so coming into next year, you added T-Mac. So you're like, okay, like Bryce Young should be better, which he has been better. But what we didn't know when they got Rico Dowdle, that run game was gonna go crazy. I didn't know that. So the run game was really good this year. But the biggest, no, I think Dallas good for what they got. To be honest with you, I like their coach.
He's on the defensive side.
Oh, defensive side. He is special teams coach.
We need him too. Yeah.
But so the biggest difference though to me is a run defense. I'm sorry, not run. It's a defense period.
Oh.
Tomo, last year, I know you were upset with your team earlier this year, right? You were upset with the defense. They want to, or was that the Ravens? The Ravens was on a record pace, right? Or was it y'all? It was one of y'all on
both
record
of us.
pace. Both.
We beat everybody though. But go ahead.
What?
We beat everybody though at the end of the year. 511 points. I've never heard of that since the 60s, Joe.
511 points?
That's how many points we gave up this year. We talking
Dang.
About the Panthers though. Go ahead, man.
Yes, that's the most this year?
That's the most since the 60s. Nobody's giving up that many points.
Did you know that? So y'all beat the Panthers. Last year, the Panthers broke the record. Right? They gave up the most points, like total. Who was it? Last year, they gave up 31.4 points per game last year, Tomo. That's horrible. This year, they only giving up 22.4. So that's the difference between last year and this year, is that their defense got better while the offense continues to climb up. But like you said, do I have faith in them beating the Rams? I don't. They beat the Rams already, though, at home. They played the Rams, and that game was really good. And they beat them 31-28. And Matthew Stafford, if I'm not mistaken, had 2 turnovers. And he threw a pick 6. So, but the Panthers are weird. They lose to the Jags, lose to the Cardinals, then beat the Falcons 30-0. Then they get blown out by the Patriots, and then beat Miami, beat Dallas, beat the Jets, lose to the Bills 40-9 at home, go to Green Bay and win. You're like, what? What's going on? Lose to the Saints, and then beat Atlanta. They lose to the Saints at home, beat Atlanta on the road, lose to the 49ers, and then beat the Rams. Like, bro, they are just all over the place. Then lose to the Bucks. So lose to the Saints, beat the Bucks, lose to the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, they just like every other game. So they lost their last game. They are big. Every game they lost since week 2. Every game they lost, they won the next one. Except no, I'm tripping. They on the 2-game losing streak. So I'm agreeing with you with the Panthers probably being one and done. Because the Rams are on the mission this year, and I don't see them losing to the Panthers, bro. They do. It's going to be the biggest. I mean, it'll probably be the biggest disappointment of the playoffs if they lose to the Panthers. The Panthers are the only team that I do not see in going to the Super Bowl at all. They have no chance to go to the Super Bowl. I'm talking about in both conferences. They have 0 chances of making it to the Super Bowl. The Panthers.
See, Joe, you don't got a jersey on, but I got a hat on. I know it's a Panthers fan that want to pull the same line in the comments. Like, you can tell by what hat they got on or what jersey they got on. They don't know what they talking about. Remember what the Bears fans?
Oh, yeah. But it's y'all put your thoughts to your team's performance. I got you.
Yeah. But technically, we'll see what happens with them. But we all can agree as far as with the Panthers, like you said, the inconsistency has been there outside of when they do hand the ball off to Rico Dowdle and he does what he does. But that's why I said they one and done. The same reasons that you threw out there. I think the Rams are on a mission. That last catch, I wasn't on here for a while, but that catch from Puka Nacua that they called back was insane.
Yeah, it was.
As a person who watched Dez Bryant call, I was like, I understand that call from Dez versus the one with Puka, because I'm like, I literally watched him bring the ball in, toe slide and everything. I don't get it anymore.
No, it on the last angle, the ball came out of his hand as he was going down. It did. The last angle they showed.
Too many cameras.
That's what's wrong with the kids
today. It's too many cameras.
For real. Too many cameras, bro. That was y'all see how those things too.
What do you say? Watch out for it. Yeah, I mean,
the NFC is whew.
I think the way the Packers, the way the Panthers went on that win-lose, it looked like the way you was going on the schedule, it looked like Christmas colors. I think if they had a little bit more consistency running into the playoffs, I think we would be looking at this team a little different. Kind of similar to what we've seen from the 49ers outside of what happened. Of course, that performance against Seattle, it's a divisional game. A lot went on into it. A lot was on the line right there. Right. hats off to, I know we supposed to be talking about the Panthers, but we just talking about the way the NFC is shaping up.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. But if the Panthers do go on a run, and when I run, I mean just win one game,
Okay.
y'all can come on here and have y'all moment. But I don't see it going past. I don't see you going past round 2.
Yeah, bro. Unless it's like a injury or something. I don't see them going
Nah.
pass around, bro. I'm sorry. Sean McVay, and they already played the Rams. Come on, man. They're not
And
gonna beat them twice.
he not playing.
You're not
he
gonna
not
beat them twice, bro.
And I think the Rams really wanted to be where the 49ers are. But the fact that they not, they on that's the mission. That's the team they really want.
I know they really want the Eagles.
That's who they want.
But the Eagles at the point, man. Hey, we that comment Kev put. We put a star next to it for the end of the show.
Oh, you saying when you was talking about, man?
Yeah,
You might say that about them.
Yeah.
What they gotta do with him being on the ground? I didn't. Maybe. Oh, he going back and forth.
Oh, you going back? Okay, you going? Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, the Panthers. I don't think nobody outside of if you're not a Panthers fan, you're not picking them.
All right, I guess somebody is picking them. Hold on.
Oh, he laughed. Shit. I gotta go ahead.
Oh, all right. Shout out to Dimitri with the 199 super chat. All right. Panthers a sleeper team. Dowdle going for 2 seasons. Okay, if you want to put that in a parlay, all right. But I'm not putting my money on them winning. Panthers a sleeper team. Dowdle going. He did it twice. 2 super chats. Shout out to YouTube.
You see, he did it twice.
Yeah, shout out to Dimitri, man, with the 2 199s, man.
His phone froze up.
It had to. We appreciate it, man.
Hey, shout out to Dimitri. Oh, the Steelers underdogs? Oh, it's not.
Oh, he is a Steelers fan. I'm like, who is we? Like, we've been on here ragging on the Panthers for like 15 minutes. I'm like, wait a minute. All right, Joe, let's get to some fun right quick, man. It's not fun, but it is going to stir up some chaos when it comes to coaches and teams and GMs. And the question is there, man. Most attractive coaching job available. As we sit here, there's probably more news coming through. I think this has been the most interesting Black Tuesday, because it's usually Black Monday. It's been the most interesting Black Tuesday in a while. Because normally it's like 1 or 2 guys, but not really major names, like guys you already knew was going to get fired, like Pete Carroll. That was a little shocking to me. I kind of had a feeling it was going to happen, but it was a little shocking. Harbaugh. You wasn't? I thought they was going to give him a shot. I thought they was going to give him 1 more year. Anytime you hire Chip Kelly, you got to give the coach another year.
He the oldest coach in history.
I mean,
what was Tom Brady thinking? I don't think Tom Brady was involved with that, though, was he? I don't know. But
I hope not, because like I said, whoever hired Chip Kelly, that right there should have gave you the inkling that this is going to be bad.
Bro, Gino with that offensive line, oh my God, that organization is terrible.
Then they stole Genty. He could have just came to Dallas for all that.
No,
what they was doing, he just came to Dallas with all that. They ended up in the same place. But like I said, John Harbaugh, it was there. I know Chris is happy. So shout out to Chris. But again, Raheem Morris, Jonathan Gannon.
Yo, it's a lot of jobs, bro.
Kevin Stefanski. Like I said, I already said Pete Carroll. But I mean, Brian Daboll, that one still, we had a feeling that was going to happen. Then they come out and say they're going to keep Joe. It's all over the place. And I understand, after listening to something on the radio, I get the logic behind it, because I think the owner, he's battling cancer right now. And again, man, hopefully you get through everything on the bright side of that. But Joe, you a GM. No, we're gonna change it. You a coach. You see all these vacancies.
Okay.
Which one are you hoping, you looking at your phone one day, which area code or which city you like, okay, hey, we gotta pack the bags, we out of here. Which one you looking at?
So I'm going to name all the teams. Let me know if I'm missing somebody. I think I got everybody though. Titans, Giants, Raiders, Browns, Ravens, Cardinals, Falcons.
For the most part, as of now.
And soon to be Miami.
That's what I said, as of now. And maybe Green Bay.
Yo, is that news? Is that like reported that he might get fired?
It's a conversation.
For real, like Cat brought that on. Like I never heard that.
It's a conversation.
But so okay, I think hands down the most attractive job is the Ravens. All right, but obviously I think it's the Ravens, bro. The Ravens have the pieces, they have the roster, they just need coaching. Shout out to Chris for saying that. But I think the second best job available is the Browns.
My man. My man.
Oh yeah, okay. I think it's the Browns. You know, and the Ravens, like I said, they got the best roster. They got probably the best quarterback in the NFL, and they just got they got the framework. The GM is good. The owner is good. Boom. Now the Browns. Why I like the Browns is the Browns. They've always had a good defense. They've always had a good run game. They needed a quarterback. That was always their issue. They still got a good defense. Their run game is still good. Browns over Cardinals? Heck yeah. The world. Who the quarterback for the Cardinals?
Kyler
Murray. Is he still going to be there next year? Even if he is my quarterback. No, I don't want Kyler. Especially over there in his comfort zone. No. Kyler Murray get hurt at the middle of every season. Every season he get hurt. It's bank on it. So, but Shador, you got Shador now there as your quarterback. And you have an opportunity to make history. The Browns don't have a history. So you're not following up no type of greatness. Like you're coming in with a clean slate. It was clear that Stefanski wasn't a Shador guy. It's clear as day now. You know what I mean? Like it's clear as day. The GM, I remember in the preseason, you can see GM, I think his name is Barry, on the sideline talking to Shador and stuff like that. And at one time, I can remember seeing Stefanski talking to Shador if it ain't like about a play or something. Like I don't got no footage or no videos of them talking. So yes, Carl, the rookie class, especially the running back, the DT they got, they rookie class was good this year. They had the best rookie class, in my opinion, the best. So they have a lot of promise. And the only thing is it's Cleveland. Like it's not an attractive destination. But I look at the other places, maybe the Titans could be attractive because the Titans got a lot of money. They got Cam Ward. They're going to have a new GM, so you and the GM will be locked in together, kind of like Adam Peters and Dan Quinn. But everybody else, the Falcons, bro, that's another thing. The Falcons GM, too. Like, you locked in. Falcons got good stuff going on, too. It's Atlanta. But I'm going to go with Ravens first and Browns second.
Okay, so literally prior to the show, when you gave me the topic, I said, off the top of my head, I said, it's the Browns. I said, it's the Browns. And I was like, okay, let me sit back before I just go in there and say it's the Browns. And then next thing you know, John Harbaugh news come through. And I was like, well, then you kind of got to bump them down because my original list was Browns, Falcons. And then I'm going to say the Raiders. It's going to be scary.
It's just the owner with the Raiders, bro.
That's what I said. I said it's scary. But if you can find a good pocket with the Raiders, you possibly could get something there. The division you in, when you're in the interview, you definitely gonna have to sell it to be like, look, I need 3 or 4 years. Don't do the one and done. I need 3 or 4 years to get this thing back right. You give me 3 or 4, and the Raiders could be the Broncos, right? It's like spades. It's a bad hand, but hey, if my partner working with me, we can probably make something shake here. But the reason why I said Atlanta was number 2 before the whole Ravens situation, which kind of now bumped them down to 3, because I'm with you, the Ravens is the most attractive job. Like you got 2-time MVP Lamar Jackson. You got, do I got to say his name? You got Derrick Henry. You already seen what the offense is looking like. They coming together. Outside of that one play, and it just hit me. I meant to talk about this earlier. When D-Hop was supposed to keep running, and Lamar was like, man, what you doing? Like they needed that first down, but outside of that, but you got everything there. And you get rid of 77 on the offensive line. You got some things else. You got some more things to work. And defense, boom, you back. Falcons, you come in with the right GM. You got gold. Because you can find a way to get Michael Penix there, but you still got that bridge quarterback with Cousins. You know what Bijan is. Kyle Pitts, Drake London, like everything you said about the Browns, you can kind of almost say it outside of having Myles Garrett. You got your offense in place. You got a good defense in place too, because the defense was showing up. And what division they in? You in the worst division in football. So you can come in and possibly stumble your way and win the division. You can go 8-9, you win the division, and then you bounce back another year, and then you can just take over. And now you got Matt Ryan and Julio all over again. And then y'all just doing great things down there. So, yeah, you know. And when we talk about the Cowboys, I'm gonna talk about another head coach for the Falcons that got a Super Bowl ring. That can, you can sign him and bring your defense back. I'm just saying. With the Browns, if they don't go nuke and try to get rid of Shador, hopefully they keep him. Myles Garrett there. You got the chemistry there. Just build off of that, and you good. Because again, your division now is going to be a question too. Because what are the Ravens going to be with a new head coach? What are the Bengals going to be next year? Are they going to be the same Bengals? Are they going to actually make some plays? Because we seen them play in the preseason, but then the season still ended up the same way. Is Aaron Rodgers coming back? Because if Aaron Rodgers come back, then you got, okay, now the Steelers had a solidified quarterback. But if Aaron Rodgers don't come back, they don't know what they're going to have at quarterback. I know what Vaughn was saying on the panel, but now you got questions. Mm-hmm. You got questions from everybody else, and then you got questions with the Browns, but you're a part of the fight. You're not a part of the joke. So I think the Browns, of course it's Ravens, but Browns, Falcons. I would definitely want to go to Atlanta if I was a coach.
Yeah, I think Falcons. I'm like put my numbers next to the teams. I got Falcons third, and mainly it's because of the division. Because the quarterback situation scares me. Because Michael Penix, is he really the true future for them? With his injury problem, he got injury issues. He had that in college also, and his play sometimes. But maybe they just need a new setting, So a new voice, new coach. I would say 4 Titans. I would say Titans because of the strength is you're coming in with a GM. So you will be this GM's first choice. So most likely you're going to be there, because last thing you want to do as a GM is fire your coach that you handpicked. You got to roll with that dice, So that's that. And they got a lot of cap space coming into this year. They got another high draft pick, and they got their quarterback. Cam Ward is advanced. He's really good.
Can I make an argument for the Giants?
Go ahead. Over the Titans?
No, I'm just trying to knock them in the top 5. I'm just putting them in the top 5.
Yeah, I got them as my 5th.
Okay. So you probably got them there for the same reason. I think if you can find a way to get Jackson Dart to be cautious in the way he plays football, you get a better offensive line. We seen what Tracy can do. You seen what that offense can do.
Yeah.
You get Neighbors back. Yeah. You get Neighbors and Scatterable back. Of course, you got Brian Burns, who was up there for Defensive Player of the Year. This will be a second year with Abdullah Carter. Yeah, I think you got to trust. This is one of those moments we got to trust Joe Show. I mean, he had a good draft, so you can't be mad at him for that. He found a way to bounce back outside of his blunder. Honestly, you know what? I could put the Giants over the Titans if you play it right.
I just can't because of GM.
I know, that's why I say if you play it right.
Yeah. The GM, he did a good job in the draft this year, but he's been like I like the idea of new GM, new head coach. They when that happens, they're normally in sync with each other.
Yeah,
there's no pressure.
Technically, if you think about it like this, right? It would be he would be somewhat a new GM because the draft class, right, that he pulled in. This will be a second year at it. I think they're gonna have I think the Raiders got the number 1 pick.
Raiders, yeah.
Raiders, and then
the last time they had number 1 pick, they got Jamarcus Russell. My bad, go ahead.
Yo, you can't mess up the number 1 pick, but I think you can treat this as his whatever coach he brings in. Hopefully, he makes the right choice. But like Carl said, there, your offense is already intact. Your defense is really intact. It's really a plug and play system. depending upon who you put in there. I think this might be better than what the Titans is because there's so many questions over there.
But also the quarterback situation. Jackson Dart, he had like 3 concussions this year. So like the durability of Jackson Dart with his play style versus Cam Ward. Cam Ward is going to be a long-lasting QB in this league. We probably can't say that about Jackson Dart based off his rookie year alone. Like, and he already said, like, I'm not changing how I play. Like, it's like, dude, what's wrong with you? So, but
Depends on the coach you bring in.
See, like, I would agree that the Giants are more set up now. Like, they got weapons and all that stuff. But the Titans got cap space going into next year. They got another high draft pick, so to do the Giants. And they got a quarterback that I'm pretty sure some guys don't want to play with. Like Cam Ward is really good. I like Cam Ward. Like he played very mature this year, veteran like.
Yeah, and the way we were positioned in the conversation we just had is if we were GMs, right? So think about it like this: if you coming in as a head coach, let's say, I heard this about the Browns. They were talking about Mike McCarthy. I have my issues with Mike, but Mike is a quarterback whisperer. Let's say Mike McCarthy goes to the Giants. I think he can get Jackson Dart to play football in a more safer way.
Probably.
And if you get him to play football in a more safer way in the NFC East, that's good enough. Because you got the run game, you got the defense. And I'm telling you, if that defense gets you down 10 points, we seen what they did in the one Thursday night against the Eagles. Like, that was the potential there. You just seen what they did against Dak and the Cowboys, because even when Dak started, it was a little struggle at first. Of course, he found his footing, but after that, it was an avalanche after that. So the Giants, you could make some things happen.
Yeah. What coach, I'm going to ask, we're going to move on. What coach do you think the Ravens should hire, the Browns? Let's do those two.
Okay.
What coach?
That's tough. I like what Dimitri was saying about Brian Flores going to the Ravens because of his mindset. But if you the Ravens,
I'm gonna mess y'all up with my pick. I'm not messing y'all up, but
I know Carl want Robert. Honestly, I can't think of it right now. I'm gonna let you for the Browns. I'm gonna take my pick away from the Giants, and I'm gonna say put Mike McCarthy up there with the Browns.
Mike McCarthy
with the Browns.
Mike McCarthy. You know, these young coaches is the new wave.
They are, but I think somebody like Shador, he needs. That's why I said Dak was in the MVP race when he had Mike. Shador get a head coach like that with an offense where it's going to be outside all the hitches and comeback routes that he's going to call. I like Mike McCarthy up there.
If Clip go to the Ravens, I'm gonna laugh. But
Clip go to the Ravens. If I'm them, I'm done.
He said, "I will welcome Cleveland." Mike McCarthy, the head coach. Who I think the Ravens should go get is Clint Kubiak. I think they should try to get Clint Kubiak, bro. His dad, I think his dad was part of the Ravens before, if I'm not mistaken. I know he's with the Broncos. I'm trying to think, was he with them? I think he was. But Clint Kubiak is from that Shanahan tree. That Shanahan tree, that type. You see the offense, the Seahawks run? First of all, I remember when the Seahawks got Clint Kubiak, I was like, yo, I like that move. I was hyped about that move because I saw what he did with Derek Carr before Derek Carr messed the whole thing up. He's gonna run the ball. He got exotic plays. I think his play calling is perfect for Lamar and Derrick Henry. So, and he's gonna bring that, that culture. So I like Clint Kubiak going there and them getting a DC, a defensive coordinator. So whatever, because Clint Kubiak is an offensive minded head coach, he will be glued to Lamar until Lamar retire. Versus getting an OC and a defensive minded head coach, and then next thing you know, Lamar is rotating offensive coordinators. So that's how I look at it. I think this is gonna be Clint Kubiak.
Okay. What about the Browns?
The Browns is the Browns. I don't know. I know we got coordinators that we got you got like I said, you got Cliff, you got Rob, we got a defensive guy like Robert Saleh. Obviously with the Browns, I think you need to keep the DC you have. Keep him. We got his name.
Schwartz.
We got it. Huh?
It's Schwartz. Something
Schwartz.
Schwartz. Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot. Yeah.
Jim
It was
Schwartz.
Jim. Yeah.
Keep him.
Don't. I'll tell
Don't
you why I
mess
know
with
that name anyway.
Yeah, because what's that record against y'all? Something like that.
Don't worry about that. Keep going.
Okay, but keep him. Value will be higher in Cleveland. I mean, I like him in Cleveland. I think Clint Kubiak to me is my number one guy. He's my number one guy right now, Clint Kubiak. But I don't know who for the Browns, but it should be an offensive-minded coach, though, versus defensive-minded coach.
And I like what Clint did with Sam Darnold this year. Granted, I think yeah, which he needs, right?
Yeah.
That helps. And then you have Lamar. They might actually use Keaton Mitchell a little bit more too if they go get somebody. They might actually put some things into play.
Man, I'm telling you, man.
Jim is a DC. Yeah, Jim Schwartz not going anywhere. Super Bowl.
Man, he's staying in Cleveland, man. He ain't going nowhere.
I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't gonna hold you, Joe. We're gonna talk about the Cowboys in just a second. But they say that's something Jerry might do.
What?
Jerry might be like, y'all want Brian Flores? I'm gonna go get you Jim Schwartz.
Jim Schwartz is nice though. If y'all get Jim Schwartz,
we'll see, man. Trayvon gone now, so there's no more excuses. Defense got to play better.
Well, you can't beat him, hire him.
That's what Mike McCarthy did, and look what Zimmer did.
Yo, Zimmer, oh my gosh.
Zimmer was way better. I miss him. I ain't gonna lie, I miss him.
You for real? You do?
After this year?
Oh, yeah. After this year, I got you.
Yeah. You know who I really miss? I can't say it though, because we're about to talk about him.
Let's get it.
If he could have stayed one more year, I wouldn't have been mad. Keep my whole little defensive staff together, man. We would have been good. Michael would have been making $50 million a year, but we would have been good.
We about to talk about him.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
We talking about y'all now.
You talking about? Okay, we talking about two different things. I'm gonna throw you off. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, nah. Your team, man, y'all. We got to talk about what's next. The season's over. So many expectations. So many memes. So many episodes. We still don't know where to go that, Mark. But we still got questions. We don't know. We don't know. But if you've been watching Hard Knocks, the NFC East is on the end season of Hard Knocks. And Joe, I don't know if you got HBO Max, but I was scrolling the other day and I was trying to watch an episode. At first it had all 4 teams on there. Now they just updated just having the Eagles. They like, look, we ain't got time for the rest of y'all. Y'all just wasted space. We're gonna go ahead and just worry about the Eagles for the next 3 days, and then we're gonna move on. But Jaden Daniels, Bobby Wagner, Von Miller, Terry McLaurin. Do I need to say his name? Debo, Laramie Tunsil, Frankie Louisville. So many names. Bill came out of nowhere. Hosky Merritt, if you want to go there. There you go. Commanders in. Oh, Zach Ertz. Can't leave him out.
Thanks. Feel bad for him.
Man, Marcus Mariota. The list goes on and on of names that you probably heard with this team. But the Commanders in with a 5-12 record, 3rd in the NFC East. With the number 7. Y'all got number 7? Number 7 overall pick?
Are we talking overall? We got that win against the Eagles?
You did.
Shout out. Hey, Philly fans, I need to thank the Commanders because all year, Ben Shannon hurt for Taylor McKee. So you put the whooping on your boy, you won't hear it no more. So you welcome. You welcome.
Tanner look good out there. I don't know what y'all talking about. I think Tanner should start for that team. I think Tanner should start for the Eagles. I think he should. For personal reasons. But Joe, nah, y'all good with Hurts, man. I want to see y'all at y'all best. GM Adam Peters was said in a press conference, I told Dan Quinn to tank that game, and he told me no. Joe, what's next for the Commanders?
All Okay. Sarcasm, Joe. The Commanders. Let's start with the top. Coaching staff, all right? I'm gonna give you my dream come true, okay? That's my dream. My dream would be bringing Mike McDaniel as our offensive coordinator. I would love that.
Dang, that would be nice. Mike McDaniels?
And our defensive coordinator, your boy.
Al Harris?
There it is. There it is. Bring him in. Bring him in. I'm serious. Like, you saw it on Twitter. Somebody said something about Al Harris. I said, hey, if he don't become a DC, he coming to DC. That's what he doing. Bro. I just thought about that, talk about anybody, by the way. But, bro, Dan Quinn, they asked him, what's the main thing that basically frustrated you this year? Main thing. He said, when you have a season like this, it's a million things. But the fact that we couldn't take the ball away. He always talk about that. He's been talking about that since he's been here, and we've been poor at it.
Y'all ain't the Jets, though.
Huh?
Y'all ain't the Jets, though.
And they had 0 all year. That's crazy.
That's like
0 interceptions. That's OC. And they got a defensive coach. Tomo, bruh. It's crazy because when we got Joe Witt, I went down his resume. He was with the Packers. He was with the Packers when what's his name got defensive player of the year. I forgot what his name. Charles Wilson got defensive player of the year. He was a DB coach. He was in Dallas when Dallas had all them turnovers, and Carl found out it was Al Harris.
I told
you
the
whole time.
Yeah,
the whole time it was Al Harris, bro. He goes. First of all, Joe Witt stays with Dan Quinn and goes to DC. Al Harris goes to a different organization with a different coaching staff, and they number one in turnovers, bro. Number one.
Name 3 people from the Bears secondary. Name 3 outside of CJ, GJ.
What's the name? What's broad name?
Jalen Johnson been hurt.
Jalen Johnson.
He been hurt. Nashon Wright, who was a 7th round pick from the Cowboys, got more interceptions than anybody on the Dallas Cowboys. That's what I'm saying, Joe. Go ahead, man. I can't.
Coaching.
Was he 7th round? I might be wrong about the round.
Give us Al Harris for a defensive coordinator. Oh, Tomo, we get Mike McDaniel, Al Harris, bro. Go back with Dan Quinn, bro. Go back with Dan Quinn. We need you. So that's that. Number 2, we need to do a lot of things, Tomo. I mean, and listen, I ain't got a list of names. I'm just gonna give you a list of needs. That's what I got for you. All right. So number 1, Tomo, I'm gonna be quick. I know we on time. Number 1, we need receiver help. We need receiver help. Number 1, right? That's not number 1.
I know you could do it, Carl. Not you.
Oh yeah, Tariq Stevens said, "How can I forget about him? Come on, man. You know." Tariq Stevens said, "Appreciate you on the Hail Mary." But we need another bona fide weapon outside of Terry McLaurin. That's what we need. That's number 1. Number 2, defense. Oh my goodness. We need edge rushers. We need cornerbacks. I mean, we need everything when it comes to defense. Linebackers. I like Louisville. Louisville kind of took a step back this year. But Bobby Wagner is getting up there in age, man. He's not the same in pass coverage. Now, stopping the run, Bobby Wagner is still pretty good. But when it comes to dropping back in pass coverage, bro, he's a step slower. He's not the same.
Told you what to do.
But mainly we need edge rushers and we need some DBs, bro. I think we should go out and get a bona fide safety or draft one. There's some guys in the draft. Like we need a safety. We need some DBs. Like every year, we need DBs, right? I do like our rookie that we had this year, but he got hurt, so he out of sight, out of mind. Mikey, he got the most interceptions. He forced the most turnovers, but he began beat a lot. So, but we need a new voice defensively. That's what we really need. So we got a lot of work to do, and we got to make sure Jaden Daniels stay healthy. That's another thing. He has to stay healthy. But I think we're going to come back stronger than ever. Von Miller said it best. He said this team had high expectations and fell flat on their face. But we got to keep it real. It was injuries. But the thing about them losing, the locker room never went bad. That's
everybody over 40.
Huh?
Everybody over 40. Am I lying?
You're not. But that's Dan Quinn. That's what that is.
I give
That's
you
Dan
that.
Quinn. Yeah, like Carl been
Carl,
telling me about the
stop,
Quinn
Carl.
now.
Carl, stop.
Yeah, he been
Stop what you
telling me
doing.
about
Don't listen to Carl.
Listen, I ain't one picking it, so I'm gonna listen to Carl for sure.
Don't listen to Carl. No.
Make sure y'all watch CTC Carl.
Make sure y'all do that.
Live. He actually going live after our show.
Yeah, do that. But Joe, don't you listen to CTC? No, Carl. Let me have something for once, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make it that far.
Yes, he is. Watch.
Bro, what pick y'all got?
12.
Oh, y'all 5 picks behind us.
And y'all can find a way to do it. I think y'all will do it because of who your head coach is. But just like you said, you got needs.
That we're gonna trade down. Cause we ain't got a second or a fourth.
See, we don't got a second either.
Yeah,
that was for George Pickens.
But I feel like we need edge rushers. We need a bona fide set, but we need to retool this defense. You know what? I might not say that. It's a scheme, bro. Because once Dan Quinn took over, we got better. And we still had injuries. So keep that in mind. We had injuries. Maybe Marshall Lattimore might be better under a different scheme, bro. Like, I don't know. Like I know he's done. He had an ACL injury. That's two
in his mindset. It's his mindset.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah. But we need a lot to do. We got a lot of work to do. I want to wrap to us because we only got 5 wins. We got 7 wins. We had losses last year.
Man, what a difference a year makes. Look what the Jags did and look what y'all did. The Jags was what? You said 4-13 and now they 13-4? That's crazy. But yeah, Carl, I know he's not lasting at 12, Carl. It would be nice though. It would be nice. But yeah, I could see if y'all don't trade down, Joe, I definitely could see y'all making that move. But you got time? Cause this one here, man. I don't even know where to start. This is just disappointing. It's disappointing, but it's also a little bit of optimism that went into the season. Because again, you fired Mike McCarthy after the season that you had. You know, Dak Prescott was out, and then you come into it with a new head coach. A lot of questions about your head coach, like what is he going to be? How are they going to play? New defensive coordinator for the 3rd year in a row. Is Michael Parsons going to sign back? Is he not? Then he gets traded 3 days before. Then he gets traded to the Packers. And the next thing you know, you got to play the Packers. And then you go out there game 1. You look like a juggernaut, close to what a playoff team would look like against the Eagles. I mean, one reception from A.J. Brown, so you had high hopes in a loss. And you go out there, you go play the Packers, and then you tie with the Packers. 40-40. I still haven't seen 1 second come off the clock the same way I seen it in that Packers game, but that's nonetheless. And then after that, it was just a roller coaster. It was like, here we go, and then it was like, oh no, and it was here we go, and then it was oh no, and then it was ready, set, here we go, oh no. That's just what it was all season, Joe. Then you go out there, you beat up on the Commanders, and you like, we going to the Super. Nope, you lose again right after that. And then you beat the 2 Super Bowl teams after you make a trade for Quinnen Williams because you couldn't stop the run. You think you got Quinnen and Logan Wilson, it's going to make some changes, win 2 games, and then go right back to here we go, oh no, here we go, oh no, here we go, oh no. Then you got a chance to make the playoffs, and then it's oh no because you can't win the games that you need to win because... And this goes back to unfazed. Those words was just every time the Cowboys would lose, I would just hear what AJ say. He was like, they're going to lose to the Packers. We could lose to the Commanders, but they're going to lose to the Chargers. Like he was just saying, I was like, I knew it. Big moments. Anyway, first season under Brian Schottenheimer team goes 7-9-1, finished 2nd in the East, which I was right about on the panel. I was wrong about y'all, Joe. I said y'all was going to finish 4th. It was looking that way for a while. But your boy came back. Now, when you speak of needs, I need a defensive coordinator, Joe, just like you need a defensive coordinator. We talked about Jim Schwartz. That would be nice. But I was on the same wave you was on, Joe. I said, bring back the guy who got the interception leader, the pick 6 leader. You got to go give some hope to this team again, man. Go get either Al Harris or my DC accent came out heavy just now. Or you got Aiden Durde, he was a defensive line coach with the Cowboys at one point, but he over there in Seattle now. You could bring him. Some people are saying Aaron Wycott, who's the defensive line coach now, that came from the Jets. he might be there. But for me, this offseason, I think Jerry should remove himself just a little bit, kind of what he's looked like he's been doing ever since the Micah trade. I don't know if Michael was the bad breakup that made him go back and look himself in the mirror, but he hasn't been acting like the Jerry of the past. He's been acting like the Jerry of the 90s recently, where he's like, I need to make some splashes.
Mm-hmm.
So you sign George Pickens back, you shuffle some money around, you go into free agency, you got the 2 first-round picks. But with all that being said, I think you got to trust your new head coach this offseason, because Brian Schottenheimer put together one of the best offensive staffs we've seen in Cowboy history. And the run game was there. The passing game was there. Still questions about the red zone. But as far as the offensive side of the ball, things were clicking on all cylinders. Like, this was one of Dak Prescott's best years, and he's sitting at home. Just imagine that. Like, just imagine that. I'm talking about passing leader, 30 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, which I seen someone like leading, almost near leading, and I was like, here they go again, finding a way. But anyway, then you got another 1,000-yard rusher with Javonte Williams. You got 1,000-yard, almost 1,500 for George Pickens, one of his best seasons too. So you got to look at it like that. But it all comes down to stopping the run. I know some Cowboy fans are like, Jerry got you. I'm like, no, you don't. But you got Quentin going into next year. You got Osa. You find a way to make some moves with Kenny Clark and his money. Go get you a linebacker. Definitely need some secondary help. So the same way y'all need DBs, I think we need some DBs as well. Because Bland and his foot, he said his foot was hurting him. I said, I know it was hurting after what Marvin Harrison did to you on that one play. So I understand that. But we still got a rookie that's recovering from an ACL, safety help. So there's a lot of things you can go into it, but I think you just put all your trust in your head coach this year, in this offseason, see what he can build, and then you run it back and see how everything looks. But
and real quick, Tomo, why you want that part? You never got a chance to talk about the Diggs release.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have Diggs either.
All right, let me wrap this up because I got a lot to say about that one too. We just gonna go right into the last words. So
Gotcha.
You find a way to use those 2 draft picks, bolster up your defense through the free agency, draft best player available. Don't draft for need, because every time they do that, we end up with a left tackle or a right tackle. Granted, they'd be almost near Hall of Famers, but this is not the year for that. We need some help on defense. Make it happen. So unless a running back or something falls to 12, like a Jeremiah Love or something, then you got to take him. Like, you got to take him. Don't just pass up on that. Now, with that being said, I think the Cowboys this offseason will say a lot. I can't wait to do our panels.
I know. Me neither.
Matt Eberflus got fired. But you released Trayvon Diggs. I think they both should have left at the same time. I don't understand this organization at all, Joe. You knew you were going to get rid of Trayvon from training camp. Before you even did what you did with Micah, you knew that Trayvon wasn't going to be on this team the following year. You wait till the last game or the last week of the season to say, you know what, bro, we done. You want to stay at home with your folks? We told you fly back with the team. We're done with you. Okay, but you knew after the weird concussion speculation that he wasn't even going to be around. So I think right during that time frame, you should have just got rid of him. Like, just cut him. Just cut ties. There's no post-June 1, whatever you were trying to do, just cut ties with him.
What was the reason he got a concussion again? I'm sorry.
They say he was hanging a TV and the TV fell on him. And that's how he got the concussion. I'll let them deal with that. I'll let them deal with that. Because technically, I think him and Eberflus should have put the TV up together so they both could have got concussions. So they both could have been out for several weeks. Now, I don't want to grant injuries on nobody, but if they both was out, then maybe we could have had a few more plays on the defensive side of the ball. Because, one, Trayvon didn't want to be a Cowboy this year. He played like it. Some would say he was healthy. Some people say he was still hurt. I think he really just didn't want to be here, so he was doing just enough to get by in some of those games. That's why the whole concussion story is weird to me. Front office knew that, should have been cut him. When you cut him, you should have told Matt Eberflus, hey, as he's walking out, make sure you grab him or whatever Uber, y'all could do a carpool. You gone too. So we just gonna start all the way over. We're not even gonna wait till the end of the season. 511 points, Joe. Like you said, you said the Panthers was averaging like 30 something.
31.
Anytime a football team, and if I'm a GM, and anytime you come to me and you tell me somebody's averaging 30 points something, I'm thinking we talking about an NBA game. You better not ever tell me my defense is averaging Steph Curry numbers in a 17-week season and think you're gonna have a job. I'm sorry, bro. Once I hit 30, someone like, excuse me. Look at the teams we played. Now, the Eagles weren't world beaters. But you telling me we was getting up 30? The Chiefs weren't world beaters. Like, some of these teams weren't even putting up, the good quarterbacks weren't even putting up these numbers.
Yeah, man.
Russell Wilson, Jacoby Brissett. These are some of the quarterbacks that put up 40 on you. I'm sorry, bro. You got to go.
Yeah, y'all gave up 30.1. Y'all the only team that gave up 30 or more. Y'all actually worse than the Jets. That's crazy.
I'm trying to tell you, Joe.
And y'all got a game where what was the score? Y'all beat the Jets. Do you remember the score?
I don't even
y'all
know.
Played each other. So the fact that y'all played each other, y'all beat them. I got you. 15. Y'all had a 15-point lead on them from that one game, and y'all still.
Because you got to think after that, Joe. The Bears proceeded to put up 31. The Packers put up 40. The Panthers put up 30. Y'all put up 22. The Broncos put up 40. The Cardinals put up 30. The Raiders got 16. Eagles put up 21. They ain't score after that. Chiefs put up 28. Lions put up 44. I got to get them some way. Vikings 34. J.J. McCarthy put up 35 points on you. I'd have cut him after that.
He cooked us too, though.
He ain't gritty on y'all, though.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have cut Eberflus. As he was grittying in, I'd have picked up the phone and said, not even the walkie, Matt, you're done, son.
He gritty into the end zone, too. That's crazy.
Done. I don't even know why they had him. You should have watched Hard Knocks. I watched Hard Knocks. I had a feeling he wasn't even going to be that good, but I had a hope. Hope is gone.
Yeah, man. Our teams were trash, yeah.
Terrible. And look who got the division.
Well, Dave, all I got to say. All right.
Okay,
But, you about to put it up? Yeah. Hey, Dave. How you going to act? And he's talking about what we said about the Panthers. We said the Panthers are one and done. He's comparing y'all, them versus y'all, to what the Panthers will be versus the Rams. Saying, Dave. All right, my last words. Shout out to the whole R2L network. Everybody's booming. Shout out to Teddy with the super chat, as you can see, right? Members for 28 months. I said 28 seconds. Shout out to Dimitri with 3 super chats. $4.99 super chat and 199 super chats. We appreciate you. Appreciate everybody in the comment section. Y'all did well. Like I said, like I always say, the show is not here without y'all. Because y'all are in the comments, y'all make the show. Y'all are the show. We appreciate it. All right. And the Kings, man, I mean, we're trash. Point blank. I see that teams are trying to get Keon Ellis, and we're saying we're not taking nothing less than the first rounder. I see that the Bucks are interested in getting Zach LaVine. If we get Kyle Kuzma, I would definitely do that because the contract is better. And teams are still calling about DeRozan also. So we might do a fire sale before the trade deadline, which I'm okay with. And then start fresh next year. And then Commanders, y'all heard what I said, man. We got a lot to work on. First, we got to get the OC and DC picked. But be patient because there's more jobs. More guys are getting fired. Mike McDaniel. But Dan Quinn, hit up Al Harris and go get him. We get Al Harris. If we could turn the ball over, Tomo, then I don't even care about. I do care, but if we could be opportunistic and force turnovers, Tomo, with our offense, I will be fine. Now, Cliff's not there no more, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get a good OC. Because when he got Cliff, he said he felt like he was bringing in another Shanahan. That was Dan Quinn was saying. So his mindset is getting another Shanahan. So yeah, that's what I got for y'all.
Cliff?
That's what he said. Yeah,
I see where he was going with
Cliff
that.
did good though.
Outside of him not putting your boy under center, I agree. Like his
Yes.
plays was there. Outside of that, I think if you would have added that little bit of, I think he would have added that element, Joe. Y'all would have been. I think that would have changed the season, especially
Of
this one.
course. I think he left though because he won a head coaching job. We're gonna super chat.
Hold up. All right. Shout out to Demetri with the $4.99 before we get out of here. He said, "Let's go Steelers." Hey, Carl, I'll pray for your Ravens. Yeah, I need it. Pray emoji.
You think a team gonna hire John Harbaugh though?
It depends on what he's going for. Is he trying to be an OC or is he trying to be a DC? Like, what is John Harbaugh?
I'm talking about as a head coach.
As a head coach? I can see the Cardinals doing it.
Yeah, I can see a team like that doing it too.
I can see the Cardinals doing it. Honestly,
the Raiders.
If Matt Ryan get the job with the Falcons, I can see him probably doing it. I can see him doing it. It'll be interesting, but I can see him doing it. Before I get out of here, my last words is, hey, RBO Vaughn, my boy, I'm glad you did an episode, man, because when you do episodes, the Wizards do crazy things. Like now, they went on they was slightly on a win streak, 2-game win streak. You know, they got beat up by the Wolves. We playing y'all right now. We playing the Orlando Magic right now. But they talking about trying to go get Trae Young. And they got the pieces to go do it. Now, I know Trae Young I think he got a $45 million player option next year, but when you've been rooting for the Wizards for the last 2 seasons, who cares? Pay the 45s. Because if you get Trae Young with Trey J, oh my goodness.
I like Trey Johnson, bro.
Oh my goodness. And I'm so glad that our GM went out and said, you know what? I know what the world wanted us to do. And the Utah Jazz did us a favor. Because he said, I wanted Trey Johnson the whole time. I was like, I understand it because Trey is going to be the vet, but that would have been nice to have, That would have been nice to have, but he said, let's not go for nice. Let's go for longevity. And right now it's looking like we got longevity. And shout out to Keyshawn George. Shout out to Alex Sarr because these youngins, and shout out to Bub, Bilal, get better. But the youngins are progressing every year. And when we finally get a head coach, we going through the moon. Because you see what HOA did. If HOA can do it, then you know the co-player is going to do it too. That's all I'm saying.
I know. Cade probably the best point guard in the league too.
Cade is cooking. Cade is on a mission.
Well, outside of SGA.
Cade is on a mission. Well, another Charlotte team had something to say to SGA the other night. What was that?
Oh yeah. Was that? It was Charlotte. Oh yeah. It was last night. Yeah, Charlotte beat them. 2-game losing streak.
I thought it was just the Spurs that had their number. Charlotte said, "Don't come over here playing." I think we easy. I don't think they in this. I don't think they. With Charlotte, I don't think they was. I think they went out there and said we could beat these guys, and it just happened that way. But for everybody that was in the comments, make sure you hit the like button. Shout out to my man. I think it's Mike, the new Steelers fan. He said he subbed. So shout out.
Yeah. Shout out to you. And come back Friday. We're gonna talk about y'all game.
Yep. And Carl, I know you said earlier you couldn't be on the show, but if you free Friday, you can come back because Friday is when we have our guests.
Well, Friday he not in playoffs.
Oh, we having playoff teams. So why we up here? Dave, you gotta do the show by yourself, man.
We're gonna have so much. It depends on what guests come on, but the playoff guys get first dibs. I'm sorry, Carl. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm glad I'm a host because other than that, I'd be at home too, Carl.
I know. I'll be Tyler, Kev, Teddy, Tony, Vaughn. It's there's some playoff people in the chat.
Tyler's still on my back about that, right?
About what?
Remember I gave him hell about the Broncos
last year?
Yeah, and they just been winning ever since. And you just
I know it happened. I feel like they haven't lost since.
Since I said it, bro. They only lost in the playoffs. That's it. But other than that, he still was in the playoffs, and he had to play Josh Allen. So we'll see.
Yeah,
I know that's why I said Friday. I thought, but now we playoff teams get Your first dibs.
Hey, you get a new head coach, he'll call you.
Sound like the Cowboys.
Oh, yes. Get the members list.
We got first things first. I want to say shout out to our superstar members. I'm gonna say start off with Dimitri, and I'm gonna write it down right after this. So shout out to Dimitri for being a superstar member. Shout out to Big O. Shout out to Teddy, BWT Teddy. That is, he has a show on the network as well. Click the link below. Make sure y'all tap in with BWT Teddy. Shout out to Decorius, who wanted y'all defensive coordinator fired a long time ago. So I know he's somewhere celebrating. I gotta check Facebook to see if he posted anything. But shout out to FFC coach, Coach Coombs, superstar member, another member of the family here. Show just went live, and the reels are coming out. So make sure y'all tap into those too. There go my boy. Shout out to Chris for being a superstar member. I know you having a party somewhere too. Shout out to Giovanni. Shout out to RBO Vaughn, who also just went live. So make sure y'all tap into RBO Vaughn. He has the what happened?
No. Go ahead.
He also got the reels is going crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all. The reels going so crazy. I thought somebody was stealing our stuff, bro. That's how crazy I am with the reels. Shout out to Taniqua. Shout out to Dave, myself, and Joe. And shout out to you for subscribing and soon to be member.
All right, the Corey is there. He put good riddance.
I told you. I knew he posted something.
But when clip, he said, "Oh man, it's gonna hurt."
I think y'all be all right. It's a party in my city. Yeah, hey, he turned.
All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today, and we will see y'all Friday at the next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.